Hey, what's up? My name's J.M. Chaley and welcome to my channel. This month I'm doing 31 tips in 31 days. That's 31 author tips in 31 days for the month of July 2024. And this is tip number 21. This is really a tip for the plotters of the world. And I'm sorry, because I try to keep these tips as generic as possible so that they kind of hopefully will be applicable to everybody if possible, or at least most people. But I'm afraid I'm gonna ditch on the pantsers on this one, and I'm sorry. I don't think pantsers can use this one. It's basically this: when you are plotting and you have an outline, right? See, I've already lost the pantsers, and you go into the chapter or the scene where that particular piece of outline is pertinent, that little snippet. Take that snippet, copy it, and paste it into your manuscript, whatever program you're using, Words, Scrivener, whatever, who cares, and write your content, your draft, above it. So the little snippet keeps moving down the page as you write along. This is a gut check, and I started doing this, and it helped me out so much, because when you're plotting, I think us plotters, we have a lot of the story up in here that we just know, but then there's stuff that we thought of that we put on the page, and we may forget. And this kind of goes into the Stephen King column of, good ideas stay with you, where he would argue, well, then if you're going to forget them, they're probably not the best ideas. But if they're the only idea you have, now maybe you think of something better on the fly and you pants it. Hey, that happens. But if this is all you have, then why not use it? I guess, right? That's what we do as plotters. There's been many times when I've drafted something and I'm like, oh yeah, this is the scene from the outline over here that I'm going to do the thing. Write it, and then go back to my outline and go, oh, I forgot to add this little scene, this little section, whatever, and go, oh shit, I need that because this happens later. There's a callback to it, and this is dependent on that, and whatever. Now I have to go back and shoehorn in the little section. So what I do is I have that little snippet down here that I can kind of scroll down and just kind of like do a gut check and go, did I do that part yet? Did I do this part yet? Yep. Now, some authors, when they're in the zone, I don't know that they want to scroll down and look at that and take themselves out of the manuscript to read an outline. That's fair. Maybe it's something you do at the end of your writing session, not as you go. Oh, I'm done writing, I hit my word counter, I just don't feel like writing, or whatever. Whenever you finish, you go back and you look at the outline and you go, did I hit all this stuff? Right? And maybe you catch it and you're still kind of in the zone because you just finished, and you can go back and add something that you forgot. Whatever. Now for pantsers, I don't know if there's a way that this tip could be helpful for you. Unless you did something like, okay, I know I'm starting chapter 4, whatever. And I know this is the chapter where blah, blah, blah happens. So would you do a brain dump of this is the part where such and such happens and this and this and this and this, and use that as your blurb so that you can remember to come back? I don't know if that's helpful for someone like a pantser, because the whole idea of pantsing is it's all up here and you make the rest up as you go. So maybe you don't know the blurb that you can put in chapter 4. You just know some idea of where it's going to go, but you don't know where it's going to end. I don't know. I'm not 100% pantser. So again, this tip feels more like for plotters. And hey, if you're a plotter and you're thinking that this idea is not right for you, that's cool. Don't use it. Don't use any tip that's not right for you. I said that from the beginning. But that's something that definitely works for me, because I am notorious of writing stuff down and then forgetting about it and going, oh, I like that idea, I wanted to put that in, and then going, eh. And then making a hard decision of whether I need to keep it or not. And usually if I decide not to keep it, then, in hindsight, I'm like, then it probably didn't matter anyway. But there have been times when I've forgotten very essential stuff that I need for the story to work, and I just space on something, and the little outline snippet helps me out tremendously. So there you go. All right, so that about wraps it up. Tip number 21, little outline snippet, if it could help you in your plotting, drafting scenario. If you like this video, smush that like button, and as always, please subscribe. I post every single day in the month of July 2024, 31 tips in 31 days. So I'll see you tomorrow.